to my video, I need stuff to... I need my stuff. I need stuff so I can do my video. I'll leave it now.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys checking out my video today. Before we jump into today's topic, though, I do want to mention a couple quick little things. Number one, if you haven't followed me on Twitter or Instagram yet, I highly recommend it. Not just a selfish plug, but specifically I say that because there are a lot of amazing people out there right now looking to lose a bunch of weight, looking for support, looking to share their stories, and it's unbelievable. The inspiration that's out there right now is just a whole nother level. I'm really surprised and shocked by just how the whole weight loss community in general is just amazing. So if you're not checking it out yet, I highly encourage you to do that. You can start, right here. You can start by following me, and I try to share as many different stories as I possibly can. So today I want to talk about the difference between dieting and lifestyle and why they're both equally important. So I want to make it really clear that I totally understand that everyone wants to live a healthy lifestyle, right? We don't just want to lose a lot of weight and then go back to our bad habits and then have to do it all over again, right? We want to make changes to our lifestyle that are long-term, that are lifelong, that we can stick to and be happy and healthy for the rest of our lives. I totally get it. I'm right there with you. That being said, though, I think there's a lot to be said for dieting, and I think dieting in general gets a really bad rap by a lot of people. So when people used to come up to me and just ask me about, hey, how can I lose weight? How can I get started? I always used to give them the advice to just start small, right? So we would talk about eliminating soda if you haven't already done that, or reducing your sugar intake, getting rid of sweets, stopping with the fast food, right? Just the basic stuff, just the things that everyone pretty much knows, right? Common sense. Or the other advice I might give them is, don't change anything. Right? Don't change anything for a couple days, 3 to 4 days, and just eat like you normally do. Eat your normal diet. The only difference is track it, right? I'd tell them, hey, track it into MyFitnessPal or track it into a calorie tracking app. And then that way, after 3 to 4 days, you can see how many calories you're eating. You can see your problem areas, and then hopefully that'll motivate you to make some changes, right? Because I don't think a lot of people realize, what they're eating, how much they're eating, how much sugar they're intaking, and hopefully, once they see that, it would encourage them to make changes in their lives, right? Changes in their habits. So, but the more I thought about it was, is that really good advice? Am I telling you to eat, just the way you've been eating for 3 or 4 days? Is that really solid advice? And what really made me think that that might not be the right way to approach it is, it's not what I did, right? Why am I giving people advice that I didn't even take myself? So now when people ask me about how to lose weight, how to change your diet, realistically, I tell them what I did, and I share what I did. And you know what? If it scares them away and it's too restrictive, then, that's what it takes sometimes, right? So I don't want to sugarcoat it. Sometimes you got to get restrictive. And at the end of the day, if you have a lot of weight to lose, if you're sitting at 400, 500 pounds and you got a lot of weight to lose, let's be real for a second. We've spent the last however many years of our life eating whatever we wanted, as much as we wanted, and look where it got us, right? So it's time to stop it, right? You gotta turn the faucet off and you gotta stop it, and you gotta make some real changes. So again, the ultimate goal is to get to a lifestyle change. We wanna make healthy habits that last for the rest of our lives. But that's where I think dieting can really help us with, right? So if we can focus on reducing our calories, or being restrictive, and really just hyper-focused on making sure we're eating the same foods or healthy foods day in and day out, shed the weight, right? What we're doing is we're training our bodies, we're retraining our bodies really to be healthy, right? To learn healthy habits. We're retraining our body to get prepared for a healthy lifestyle. So let me give you an analogy, right? So let's talk the military. My father was retired military, my brothers both were in the military. When you sign up for the military, you don't just make subtle little changes, right, to adapt to the military. It's not like, oh, well, ease right into the military lifestyle, right? It doesn't really happen. So what they do is they put you on a bus, they take you to the airport, you fly to basic training, and from the moment you're there, your whole life is flipped upside down, right? And I can't talk from experience because I've never been in the military, but just from what I've seen, what I've heard, and I think what most people are aware of, They call it boot camp for a reason, right? So think of diet like boot camp, right? You go into the military, the first 6 weeks, 9 weeks, however long it is, it's gonna be hell, right? So dieting is kind of like a boot camp. It's kind of like a training camp. It's what's going to allow you to make the necessary changes, to learn the necessary habits you need in order to convert yourself from a restrictive diet to healthy lifestyle change, right? So for me personally, again, it's been almost a full year with my restrictive diet, and I'm in the process of transitioning now from a restrictive diet from about 1,500 calories a day upwards to a lifestyle changing diet where I'm going to be closer to 2,700 to 3,000 calories a day, right? But my 2,700 to 3,000 calorie a day diet is still consisting of really healthy foods. So brown rice, black beans, grilled chicken breast, Greek yogurt, protein powders, Kind bars. I'm really still focused on eating wholesome foods, and I'm trying to eliminate as much processed stuff as I possibly can. But this is a lifestyle change now for me. But at 405 pounds, it's really hard to make a lifestyle change, see the progress you need, right? It takes time. So I used a really restrictive diet, trained myself or retrained myself, right? Lost the weight, started exercising, and then now is when I really make the change and focus on a healthy lifestyle moving forward. So again, I understand that lifestyle change is extremely important and is the ultimate end goal. But dieting, it's not as bad as it sounds or as bad as people make it out to be. Dieting serves a purpose. Yeah, it might not be sustainable to eat 1,500 calories for the rest of my life. I did it for a year, and now it's got me to the next stage of my life. Appreciate you guys checking out today's video. Please leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Tell me why I am completely wrong. I am all ears. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please give the video a thumb up if you liked it. And if you want to subscribe, pretty awesome. And finally, go Noles.